Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Tony back again, Horror in Todge. Hope everyone's well. Friday evening here in the UK. Coming back tonight with another horror video pickup. And this is a latest release. It's called Dream Demon, the director's cut. One from the obscure vaults, basically. I think it's the first time on Blu-ray. Don't even think it's had a DVD release. It's a film from 1988. Really British feel to it. Just watched it, so I'll tell you a bit about it. This is a director's cut. Excuse me. Harley Cockles is the director, and he's done some wonderful things on these special features. As you can see, I'll show you more of those. Stars Gemma Redgrave and Timothy Spall from Harry Potter and stuff. You all know him, English actor. And yeah, first things first, I've just got to say this is probably my all-time favourite slip from Arrow, because the slip cover is absolutely fantastic. You got this iridescent shine to it there, look, there's the light, and then you've got like spot gloss metallic on the title and on Gemma Redburn's dream captures on her head. So it's really nice. You've got some of the weird imagery which fits pretty well with the film, because it's an absolutely crazy ride. So there's the back, guys, if you want to read it. So it, like I say, it's been rescued from obscurity, and the director comes on before the film starts and says he lost everything, basically. Harley Cockles, and he couldn't find anything to do with this movie, and then he sort of stumbled across all the negatives and music and everything, and they've put it back together. So I don't think it was ever released on DVD. I don't think, anyway. I could be wrong. Certainly a VHS tape, what I remember. I couldn't remember nothing about the film, but I can just remember the VHS tape. I would say 1988 film, so very 80s, very British. But wonderfully 2K restoration. It looks absolutely beautiful, guys, to be fair. BFI, so they had something to do with the restoration, I think, you know, with the obscurity of the files they had and the footage. But yeah, like I said, an absolutely beautiful slip there, guys. There's all the special features, and I've watched a few of them. They're really good. So you've got like you got commentary with director Harley Cockles and producer Paul Webster, who produced this, and he goes on about, you know, all the casting and stuff, because you got Jimmy Nail in this, who you English people will know from you know, the song Crocodile Shoes and stuff, and you know, Jimmy Nail, he was out of Alvisa Name Pet. Just a very British guy, northern guy from Newcastle. Then you've got Kathleen Willote. She's an American actress in this. I would say Timothy Spall, Gemma Redgrave, and really well put together cast, I think. Really good movie. I really enjoyed it. I'll show you what you get in this, guys. So you get, like I say, the lovely slipcover. The Amaray case. I'll reverse the artwork. And basically, it follows Gemma Redgrave's character called Diana. And she's getting married to this sort of hotshot military guy who's a bit famous for helping people in the Falklands. And they're getting sort of, because she's marrying him, she's being followed around by photographers and stuff, and newspaper reporters who are really sleazy, played by Timothy Spall and Jimmy Nail. And then that's a poster, guys, one side, look, and that's a newly commissioned artwork. And they start following around, and she starts to have these weird dreams. The film's a mix between a sort of low-budget Nightmare on Elm Street, and if you've ever seen a British movie, what I've talked about before on my channel, called Paper House, it's really like that. So the Diana's drifting in and out of these dreams, and she doesn't know if they're real or, you know, they've just moved into this new house and they're going to get married. and she doesn't know if they're reality or actual dreams. Then she befriends this American sort of tourist who's sort of gone to this house to sort of find their past. It's sort of, she just knocks on the door and turns up there, and they start to sort of interlock in dreams. So you get a nice poster with that. And then there's just all sorts of weird imagery and, you know, gore. Some great special effects at the time, so it's a low budget movie. People's heads being knocked off, and all I remember, there's a nice art card. This is the booklet. So this is what I remember. That's Timothy Spall. That's the VHS cover I remember being in the video store, and that's how come I didn't know from the name of the title. I knew it. I was like, what's this? And I flicked through and I saw this. I was like, I know this movie. I remember this Timothy Spall's face like this with these warts all over him on the video stores, and I couldn't remember if I've seen it. And you got, like I said, there's Jimmy Nail's character. And it's just a weird movie, like you've got these weird visions and then lots of chasing around. So there's Timothy Spall, there's Jimmy Nail, you'll know him. So lovely photograph there. Like I say, pulled from obscurity, because on some of the special features it shows you the VHS tape and it's really bad quality. And they've polished it up lovely. And here's some of the more imagery. So you've got this young girl that it all ties into. And basically it's just, you know, these two women just trying to find out why they're having these weird dreams. I'm not going to say too much more. There's another piece of weird imagery from these dreamlike sequences. Lots of chasing scenes and lots of weird imagery. And well acted, I think, and just a real British feel, which I really love, 80s Britain. There's what Jimmy Nail turns into in the dreams. It's really weird sort of creature. Like I say, Gemma, what's the girl's name? Gemma Redgrave, sorry. That's her character. She plays a decent part, and she just really, you know, really sort of, her fiance sort of thinks she's going off the rails, and he's a bit of a horrible person anyway. But it's just really well put together. And like I say, the director comes on and he explains stuff. Here's a reverse art, guys, which is really nice too, to be fair. There's a reverse art, but really decent movie. Like I say, I'm not going to go into too much about it, but if you've seen it, let me know. You guys who've got VHSs might know a bit more about it, but I can't remember seeing it on DVD anywhere. I could be wrong, but it's just like been pulled from out. And this is what I love about Arrow, especially with the BFI involved as well. They've sort of really done a good cleaning up job on this. It looks fantastic, to be fair, and I'm glad it's been pulled from obscurity, because I would have just forgot about it forever, I think, if I'd never saw this. You know, until I saw that Timothy Spall, what I showed you there, that picture, thinking, oh yeah, you know, I remember this from being 10 years old in the, you know, not in 1988, but I was in the video shops from 6 years old. And yeah, I just couldn't remember that scene. So really good movie, guys. Check it out. I don't know if it's going to be one of those what's going to be around for very long from our video with a slipcover. So if you want it, grab it, because like I say, when that sells out, I should think this will become quite expensive. There's all the minutes, guys. Featured run time about 88-89 minutes. Nice aspect ratio. Got subtitles if you want it. You've got all sorts on here though, guys. I've really done a great job. Look, A Nightmare on Eaton Avenue. So a newly filmed interview with producer Paul Webster. So yeah, it's just yeah, very Nightmare on Elm Street like, but really low budget, and great feel about it. Great 80s feel, 80s British feel, which I like. So I hope you like that video, guys. Tell me if you've seen this, if you picked it up, what you think of it. I've been Tony, guys. I'll catch you all later. Thanks for watching.